By the end of this weekend, thousands will have paid their respects to Erik Steciak.
The paramedic died last week doing what he loved, helping other people.
ABC 2 News' Katrina Bush was there as friends, family, and strangers began to say their goodbyes.
Well, Jamie and Kelly, it's going to be an emotional time for people saying goodbye to Steciak. By all accounts, he's a person impossible to forget. Black bunting draped across the station and the engines. An American flag hung high between two ladder trucks. Mourners doing their best to keep their heads high, too, as they celebrate Erik Steciak's life. They say they know it's what he would want.
He represented the spirit of the youth in fire and rescue.
Those who got to know the 29-year-old over the many years he dedicated himself to service say they'll remember him as a tremendous mentor to new members, both at West Friendship, where he was a longtime volunteer, and in Bel Air, where he was an EMS employee.
Would sit down with him constantly, always teaching him new things, showing him new things. Always had his hand in something, always willing to help somebody out along the way.
He had a passion not so much for EMS or fire, but more in an overarching global sense. He loved helping people. He was interested in medical school and some other endeavors. He was just drawn to help people on the side of the road, in the grocery store, or wherever.
It was on the side of the road that Steciak was hit by a piece of equipment as he answered an emergency call on January 6th. Investigators in Harford County found weather conditions were to blame. A tragic accident that saw an immense and immediate response.
Firefighters are a unique group. It's rural family. My family, my brother-in-law is a firefighter, and they stay together and they care about each other, whether they're from Bel Air or Howard County or wherever, and it's what's so special about them.
And many more are expected throughout the weekend, not only from right here at home, but across the country, joining friends and family to say goodbye to a person they say made the very most of his short time.
It's going to be very tough, but we know we got to get back on the ambulances. We got to ride, because that's what he would want us to do. He wanted us to get back out there, keep helping people, and keep moving things along just for him.
And so many people are expected to be at the funeral that it had to be moved from the West Friendship Firehouse to Marriott's Ridge High School. That starts at 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. Katrina Bush, ABC 2 News.
A Baltimore City police officer who died following a car accident will also be laid to rest this weekend. Craig Chandler was injured in a crash with a scooter back in November. He died over the weekend. He's been on the force since September 2008. Viewing hours will be tomorrow at the Ruck Funeral Home from 1 to 4 and then from 5 to 7. A memorial service will be held on Sunday at noon at the Tacoma Park Seventh-day Adventist Church.